We got about 5 days until we're officially on the road, moving to Florida. So over the last 3-ish months, I've been Madison, Indiana, very far south end. I can literally, the Ohio River is directly behind me. I can literally look over the river and see Kentucky. So I'm as far south as I'm able to go in Indiana. And Florida, dude. Florida. It's finally happening. People ask me why Florida all the time. And I always started off with, it's been a lifelong journey since I was 8, 9, 10 years old, somewhere around that time frame. I have loved Florida. I've had a severe admiration and appreciation for it. 24 now, so you do the math, that's 15, 16 years of like seeing Florida as a home for myself at some point. Now it's happening. What is it about Florida? It's like when I'm there, it feels like my paradise. It feels like my environment that allows me to be the most me possible, the most me that I see myself as. So it's literally things as simple as the vegetation. Like I look at the plants, I look at the trees, palm trees, man. Palm trees, man. Got one tatted on me, like palm trees. The tropical vegetation, I appreciate how it's in the US, but you get down to South Florida and like there's parts, I mean, especially when you get down to Miami, it's like you don't really feel like you're in the US. Like it is very tropical. The overall nature, I mean, like you see a variety of species, a variety of birds, fish that we don't have in other parts of this country. And I mean, fishing's a huge aspect as well. Like fishing was my first love. Fishing was my first passion, and it's something that will always be there. And Florida is the fishing capital of the world. And you think like automatically, oh, saltwater, ocean. Not even my thing, dude. Not even my thing. Like I'm ready to branch out. I'm willing to branch out, but it's like freshwater fishing is what does it for me. What has always done it for me. It's the largemouth bass. It's the peacock bass. It's the tarpon. It's the fact that I can go catch a tarpon in a golf course pond. Like that is exotic. What is that? It's the architecture. Like I'm down there and it's just like the stucco buildings with the tile roofs. It's is beautiful to me. The landscaping in many areas, obviously, you know, it's going to be area dependent, but it's supreme. I'm down there and I'm like 3 notches happier. Like scale 1 to 10, you know, I walk outside, the sun is, you know, hitting my face in the morning. There's palm trees to my left. There's a pond over here. I know I caught an 8-pounder there last night. It's like I'm 3 levels happier. I'm automatically, I go from a 6 to a 9 in the winter when it's, you know, I can walk outside and it's 65 degrees, but I know up north it's 13. It's like, this is where my next chapter is. And I'm going into it with these very, you know, high hopes, aspirations. This is somewhere I've wanted to live for over a decade. But I'm also walking into it knowing that, like, dude, like, you could be talking it up. You could be thinking it up real out of the realm of what's realistic. And you could go down there and be real unhappy, real miserable. I don't at all think that's gonna be the case, but I'm going into it accepting that is a possibility. And that automatically allows me to feel even more embodied in my decision, knowing that, like, this is just a new chapter. There is inevitable growth from this move. I know there's going to be an adjustment period. I know I'm going to feel homesick to a degree. I'm going down there not knowing anyone. There will be a degree of loneliness, and I'm accepting that. It's like, there's no way for this transition in this chapter not to be scary. There's no way for this to not come with some fear and some doubt. But I think that's what big life adjustments and pivots come with by nature. And the last thing I'm going to do is keep myself in a spot where there's stagnation. I know I'm not happy. I know I have the ability to move into my next chapter. The last thing I'm going to do is suppress that or refrain from doing that, because there might be aspects or variables that are scary or unideal or involve a level of risk. Like, I'm not living like that. And I'm very grateful that I'm able to see things with that level of clarity, because I haven't always been able to. I have always known, though, that I'm going to live in Florida. It's Monday. Sunday morning, about 4 a.m., I'll be picking up a U-Haul, loading that puppy up, and we off. There are a ton of things that I'm looking forward to doing, and a ton of just new opportunities in life, really big and really small, that I'm looking forward to about this movement. And like I said, there's inevitable growth on the other side of this. I'm getting more and more excited as the days count down, because I've been so locked in and busy, and busy's not the word I want to use, locked in and engaged and present with my day-to-day, that it's like I don't spend much time, you know, sitting around thinking about it, which there would be nothing wrong with. I'm locked in. So I know it's going to get more and more real. And as I'm driving down there, it's going to get even more real. And I'm very excited for this. The more that I'm talking about it, the more it's feeling real, like in this moment. I'm ready for this new chapter, man. And I'm so grateful that the past versions of me have applied the consistency, the effort, the work, the discipline for me to be able to be in this position. Very grateful for that. Here's to a new chapter, a new opportunity to step into a more embodied, envisioned version of myself. I'm always talking about days out. Right now we're 82 days out from the next show. Going down there in prep, that's different. That's something I didn't expect. But we're also about 5 days out from the big leagues. Countdown on Flawda boy. Let's do it.